Hi, it's Eric from Vantage IT with a very, very quick security tip. You've probably heard by now, never open an email and never click on links in emails from people that you don't recognize. Today, one of the guys at the office actually received an email that somehow made it through all of the protections that we have. We suspect that it's because it's what's called a zero-day event or a zero-day email, which means that the protection mechanisms that we have hadn't yet been able to recognize it as something that could be potentially malicious. Just want to show you a couple of things very, very quickly. When you get an email from somebody you don't recognize, especially somebody that claims to be your bank, in this case it looks like a very professional RBC Royal Bank email with a subject that says online account, access authorized 813, whatever. The first thing here is that your bank will never send you an email that asks you to click to a link to reactivate an account. You'll be contacted by telephone or by mail. And if you do get contacted by them, always hang up, call them back to make sure that they're actually legitimate. Call them back at the 800 number for the bank. So let's say, for example, that you forget all this information about security stuff and so on. You think to yourself, okay, I'm just going to click this link. Before you click the link, hover over it. And what you'll see, sort of in the lower left corner, I can't move my cursor over there, but directly below the padlock, you'll see in gray the link that the hyperlink that I'm hovering over actually points to. And you'll see it's not actually pointing to an RBC site, it's actually pointing to www.royal.online.jennyricky.com. Now, I don't think Jenny Ricky really represents the bank. But if you do decide that you're going to click on the link, and just be aware, in this case, I'm actually running in a virtual machine that's completely locked down. So when I click on the link, if something bad happens or gets downloaded onto my computer, it's actually getting onto a virtual machine that I'm going to blow away. So there will be no harm done. Kids, don't try this at home. So I'm clicking on the link, and it's taking me to the URL that I had pointed out in the lower left corner of the window. Now this looks a lot like a Royal Bank site. So what you're going to do is, if you're not paying attention, you're going to edit, or you're going to enter your client card or username, and you're going to enter your password. Not a good idea. If you look up in the URL up here, again, it's pointing to jennyricky.com/en/rbun whatever. So there is something not right here, because this is not a Royal Bank site. The other thing you'll notice is at the front it just says www1. If it was legitimately a Royal Bank site that you were logging into, or a secure site, you would see https://. The S at the end of the HTTP means that it's a secure site, and that the data or traffic between your computer and the website will be encrypted. So right there we have a number of hints that something is not right. So what could have happened? When I clicked on that link, I could have had some random ransomware, I could have had some malware, anything downloaded to my computer if somebody had detected a zero-day flaw that couldn't be detected by the anti-malware software on my system. So I could have been vulnerable to having all of my files encrypted and have to pay a ransom to get them decrypted. Or somebody could have planted something on my computer that's now logging all of my keystrokes. The other thing that could happen is you could hit this site, you could enter your client card and username and enter your password. And what it would do is it would say, well, your password is invalid. But what it's done is it's actually captured your password. But then what it'll do is it'll actually redirect you to the Royal Bank site. You'll then go through the login process, and the login will look fine. But mysteriously, you won't have anything requesting to reactivate. What has happened, though, is that on the first time that you entered your password, the hackers have actually captured the password. Now they know that it's a valid password, they know your client card name, but they've redirected you to the actual authentic site so that you're under the impression that everything is normal. Anyway, I thought I'd take a bit of time just to quickly record this session based on the fact that this hit us today, and hopefully share this information with you and make you a bit more secure in the way that you use your computer.